Well, congratulations. You are now a member of the Stars family, and I've been doing it for a lot of years.
Mm-hmm.
Probably more than you've been around.
Yeah, probably. But let's not disclose my age.
Your age, forget it. I'll talk about my age. But in all seriousness, you're now part of a team, and you're going to get some opportunities to go out and meet some amazing people, work on some great projects. But the most important tool that you have in your toolbox is the Podio app. And
Correct.
Chanel, since you're the smart one, why don't you talk about that?
Oh man, throwing right at me. So Podio is a great tool. Let's put it this way. Podio is our database to look you up in our talent roster. So we have a record of your personal information, and whenever we're pitching you for a casting, there you are. We put your name or your email or your phone number, and your whole entire account pops up. So why is it important to create a Podio and how to do so? Podio is actually a free app that talent can download when they're signing in with Stars Talent Studio. So go on your app store and download podio.com. And it's the very first app that pops up. And then you'll complete it. We will share the account with you so that when you actually go home, you can always manage it yourself. It's like a personal Facebook account, right?
So if someone were to, let's say, hypothetically look up incredibly talented older men, George Clooney-ish.
Trip would come up.
Okay, how about, let's see, who else? Why do I mine this for as many compliments as I can? No, we'll get back to it.
We're fishing
but
for it,
Podio
right?
is really important, and because what's happened, as you know, is in the digital age, it used to be that agents would have headshots and
Correct.
hundreds around an office, and everyone would have to come in and audition, and just a huge waste of time for everyone. In the digital universe, when you actually get called out for an audition because of Podio, you're going to be pretty much in their wheelhouse. In other words, they think that you have a pretty good chance of getting it, so it's going to save a lot of time and effort for everyone.
Absolutely. And Trip actually just brought up a very important point.
That's why I'm here.
Podio, exactly. Podio is a way to filter down what you have described yourself as. So that's why we ask so many specific questions. The activities that you've played, the awards you've won, the skills that you have, the physical abilities or sports that you've played in the past. So that if you fill it out correctly and precisely, boom, we can choose filters and you will pop up. So this is why it's so important to fill it out correctly. And there is a computer version for people who don't have a smartphone, but they also need to keep up on it because everybody should in the talent roster. You go to starstalentstudio.com, which is our public website, and there is Podio login on the corner, top right. Click on that, and then you will have access to your Podio, but from a computer.
Wow. And so this technology is going to make life so much easier. And I've had while I've been in the Stars family, the funnest gig I ever had was doing a spot for Robert DeBry.
Oh, that's awesome.
Where I sat in a car with 4 19-year-old women. I was totally invisible. But I was actually a weatherman and got paid a lot of money for a very short amount of work. So it's a lot of fun. And
that's amazing. See?
So this is all cool stuff.
Yeah.
We've got some more to go. Hey, I'm going to show you around our studio.
Let's do that.
Let's go see some other cool spots while we're here.
Okay.
Chanel is a musician, so we're here in our recording studio, and Chanel has been singing while we've been on this short break, and boy, you have a great voice.
Oh, thank you so much.
It really, very nice of you to do. So one of the cool things about Stars is regardless of what your talent is, we're there to help you, be it a singer, any type of musician, actor, actress, model. It's kind of cool. It's a big organization.
Yeah, we represent models, athletes, actors, character actors, which are very different from, like a normal commercial actor, and modeling of any type. It's quite amazing.
So part of being with the Stars group is you've got to go over some paperwork. And that's where I am going to pretend to listen. So go ahead.
Okay.
But you have to listen out there.
Absolutely. So we talked about Podio. Now we're switching over to the contract. The contract is very simple and very easygoing and very self-explanatory. When I meet with people, or when the New Faces directors meet with people, they always are left kind of like, oh, this is pretty much what I expected an agency to expect from me. It's nothing out of this world. So as any other agency in the whole world, we take a percentage, right? That's how agencies make money. We take 15% from all sorts of bookings, but when it comes to SAG-related things, we take 10%. And
SAG is the Screen Actors Guild, and if you're on a SAG shoot, you're making great money.
It's a lot of money. We just casted for McDonald's, and let's just say a 7-year-old has never seen so much money in her life.
Well, a 7-year-old, I mean, $12 might be
yeah,
a lot, but
that's
this is a lot more than $12. Okay.
It's a lot, but it's great work, and just the opportunity to be on set is just amazing. You've been there.
I've been to a McDonald's.
You're still there.
yeah, McDonald's I like. So good.
Yeah, it's amazing. But yeah, back to the contract. So we sign it, and it's so important so we can legally send you on set and live the dream that you want to achieve. And so by signing the contract, you're giving stars the opportunity to be represented by an agency in the state of Utah. Now, if you wanted to be represented in other states, like if you wanted to be a talent and be represented in Los Angeles or New York or Atlanta, whatever the case may be, you can totally do that. We just ask for you to be represented by one of the agency in your own state, which is kind of, you go against creating competition and just confusion. We have a very competent agent. Amber Evans has been doing this for 25 years. She knows exactly what she's doing. And
let me brag on Amber just for a second.
Let's do that.
So when we have friends, my wife and I have friends come in from around the world, and we have a lot of friends from all over, and their kids, they all want to go to East High School. And why do they want to go to East High School? Because that's where High School Musical, the movies, were filmed.
There you go.
Who cast High School Musical?
Well, not me.
No,
but
I was
stars.
Chanel, I was going to say you did it when you were 8.
I did it.
Amber
all 3
did.
of them.
Okay. So Salt Lake is kind of a mecca for TV and film now, and that's why having a great agent is important, because you want to get a chance to try out. Now, I'll be the first one to say you're not going to get everything you go out for. It's a competitive world. But when you're going out up against top-notch people, be it singers, actors, actresses, you want to have the best representation you can.
Absolutely. And it's so important. And then there is the factor of, in our contract, we say a physical and emotional image is very, key to maintain if you're represented by an agent. In the state of Utah, you want to be that role model. And I'm so glad Amber has created that space in Star Sound Studio that kind of makes the talent evolve into like this healthy role model in the media, which is, like, again, hard to obtain, but it's very rewarding at the end. And also we have a clause that, entails agency and client privacy. I, as the head booker, will be sending you so many emails, so many castings that contain very, very confidential information, such as an address to an audition or sides.
So sides are the cool Hollywood term for a script. And these things are very confidential, and no one wants this stuff going out. And the other thing we're going to talk a little bit about is how to conduct yourself when you're at an audition, or how you should be when you're actually on a shoot. And there's a code of conduct, as it were, but as long as you're within that box, you have to look at it when you're going on an audition that you're doing them a favor, because you might be the perfect person that's going to make this TV commercial or this TV show or this movie bounce. Whenever you go to a movie or sometime and you come out and say, boy, that actor or actress was perfect.
Yeah.
That's what Stars is going to do. We're going to try to get you in to be that person that makes a project come to life.
Exactly. A lot of talent, thank you for bringing that up, by the way. A lot of talent go into an audition thinking that they are the one that, in reality is the production company is looking for you. They're searching for you, the talent. It's not the other way around. So go in to be the one. That's a factor that a lot of talents don't realize.
No, they are there to find you.
Yeah.
Jeff Johnson, who's a casting guy that we do a lot of work with, if you're perfect for him, he gets you in a movie. He looks good.
Oh yeah, and he's one of those that kind of like has this archive of people, and he digs in, and if you audition with him once, he's gonna look at you again in the future.
Sure.
He doesn't forget. So when
and the process, excuse me, Chanel, for jumping in, the process is very nice. This is, we've all seen the movies where it's a horrible. They're very professional. They're nice. They're polite. You know, you're there to do a job. They're there to interview you and see you. And so it's a process that you're going to enjoy doing. And it's a lot of fun to sit around and meet people who are waiting to go audition.
Yeah.
And, you know, great spot to meet other actors and actresses or singers. It's show business is a fun industry.
It is.
Very little
so
heavy
much.
lifting.
Yeah. But in auditions, be kind to the other auditioners. I mean, there's no competition per se. You know, you're not, you know, going against anybody. You're there if you got the role, if you own your talent, that's all you have to care about. Be nice to other people in the audition room.
Well, that kind of, the stars, and we were joking, we were out doing a shoot for one of the big credit unions a couple weeks ago, and it was all stars people. And I said, when we go out and audition, the stars people are the nicer people in the room.
Yeah, they ask you, how are you doing?
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of funny. And people from other agencies are very standoffish and kind of, there's a term that I can use for it, but not on a friendly video. So I'm going to take you and show you some more of the studio.
Let's do that.
Now we're going to get to a really important part of getting work.
Very important part.
And what is it?
I mean, resume and headshot. That's what it is. So we were talking about, you introduced the topic of how to act in an audition and why it's so important to be prepared and be professional. So part of it, if I can steal it from you.
You can.
Headshot and resume, you guys. And this is a perfect example. This is Trip. Does it look like you?
Well, I was younger then.
Kind of, yeah.
What do you mean, kind of?
I love it.
Okay.
I think, so this is how a resume should look like. It should have the your agent information on the left. It should have your personal stats, what we call measurements, on the right, which include your eye color, your hair color. If you're under the age of 18, it should include your age. But if you're over, don't add that.
Let them think what they want.
You're younger than you actually are. And then absolutely don't put your own personal phone number. It should all be Star Sound Studio information, email, phone number, and address. And then the things that you've booked. This is a catalog, and this is your chance to showcase what you've been on, so that the casting directors can go, wow, okay, so he or she has this experience. Yeah, and then at the very bottom, sorry to interrupt, is special skills, which is I cry on cue, I'm able to do this and this accent, or I'm able to dance, to sing, whatever you're able to do.
And if you go on the Stars website, we've got some great examples of how actually you should have everything filled out. And we also have Alex Valente, excuse me. From Brazil, who is a wonderful photographer, and he will do a great job taking your headshot. He's great to work with. I've seen him do a number of different things. Yeah, he'll make you feel really good about yourself.
He's industry trained, which is hard to find. You know, it's so easy to find just a regular photographer who knows or has the optimal camera to shoot in, but how many photographers in the state of Utah are here exactly competent and knowledgeable about the industry standard photography that, you know, casting directors want to see? He's able to shoot people in their character shots. You know, he has packages about that. He's able to shoot models in all sorts of circumstances. If you're a stunt model, if you're a stunt actor, and you know, athlete, and all down the line. So he is a really competent person. And should I give out his phone number?
You should.
Yeah. So if you want to have a photo shoot, you should schedule with Alex. His phone number is 801-400-2153. And then going back into how a resume and headshot should be portrayed when you step into a casting director's audition room, it should be headshot and resume facing opposite side, stapled on all four corners.
How about this? And you want to keep your references up to date. So if you've done something recently, make sure you put that on your new resume. For instance, so on here, the most recent thing I've done is do a video with Chanel this morning, and it's already on this sheet right now. So that is the perfect amount of being up to date. Because you never know. Something you could have done just recently you don't think a lot about might be the key to getting a role. You don't know what that little thing is that'll make it out for you.
Yeah. Thank you for mentioning that. Also, let the agent approve it. You know, before you step into any audition room, please let us approve your headshot, what you're actually bringing in. If it's a film audition, but you're bringing out a modeling shoot or a body shot or a commercial headshot, then that's gonna disorient a lot of casting directors.
And Alex and Amber and Chanel know the difference. So a commercial film is a little different look than TV, which is more digital than a commercial. So they're different kind of keys to getting booked. And when that booking person looks at your stuff and sees that you know what you're doing, that gives you a leg up.
Oh yeah, they feel comfortable with you.
And being part of the Stars family is important in that regard.
Oh yeah, it's so important. So email us, amber@starstylingsstudio.com. Let us approve your headshot and resume. We'll send it back to you. We'll teach you how to upload it into your Podio, so you're always up to date, which is a key thing at Star Styling Studio, and you're gonna nail every audition you do.